this again? Okay, here we go.
Hey, it took you a week to read it? You're still not done?
Okay, that's what it is over here. Okay.
All this quarantine time?
And we're here. We go.
We're running on Corona hours now?
Frank Jofo for Jofo in the Ring.
Kyle Morin for Jofo in the Ring. We're back.
Welcome back.
We're back. Episode 2, Jofo in the Ring. We're back. We made it a second week. We didn't die of Corona.
That's it. We're here.
We're not dead.
So, yeah.
So, welcome. What's up?
Not much, man. Not much. Lots of wrestling this week with no fans, but I still watched.
Yeah, you managed to tear yourself away from the magazine that you've been reading all week?
I still didn't finish it, actually, but Kurt Angle's a good read, so...
Yeah, he's a spry up and comer, that Kurt Angle. I expect some big things from him.
So we're gonna talk about Monday Night Raw and AEW.
Yeah, and SmackDown.
SmackDown as well.
We got some news.
Got some news.
A couple rumors.
Couple of rumors we're gonna see that we're gonna throw out there.
Maybe 1 or 2 predictions.
Hopefully they're right.
Maybe.
So we don't look like idiots, but hey.
Well, here, I'll tell you right now, my prediction at the top of the show, No Mercy 2000, Kurt Angle's winning the title. He's going to pin The Rock. Guaranteed.
Book it.
Make your bets now, folks. Hop in your DeLorean and go put your money down. And invest in Bitcoin while you're back then.
So, yeah, we'll start off with Monday Night Raw. My take on Monday Night Raw, it was the first show with no fans.
Well, the first Raw show.
The first Raw show.
The week before.
Well, it was the first wrestling show with no fans.
SmackDown had no
SmackDown.
fans.
Oh, last week.
Yeah,
last
SmackDown
week. Yeah,
had no
you're
fans.
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So it's the first Raw with no fans.
First Raw with no fans. It was okay. You know it was going to be 3 hours, so they had to fill it with something.
Yeah, they're doing it a lot now. They're putting in old matches. Like they had the entire Rumble match.
I guess it's the easy way out, but you know, like people want to see wrestling, but I think they're keeping it under the radar so that at least people get excited when there's actually a match that's going to happen. Like when WrestleMania comes along, I think they want people to look at this product and say, look, this is what we're doing kind of thing, you know, but.
AEW was right there, though.
AEW was right there. Again. I have to admit, AEW. I'm not a big AEW fan, guys, but I got to give them kudos. They did a very good show. Very good show.
You just pissed off a lot of nerds right now.
Yeah, I know. I pissed off a lot of nerds, plus Bruno.
It's still real to them, damn it.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? They're doing something good there. I have to admit. I got to be biased. But.
No, AEW. Yeah, no, AEW is coming along good.
It's coming along.
But that Raw, I don't know. It still bugs me that when they do
3
promos.
hours. It's 3 hours, first of all, so they have to fill in time, right?
It still bugs me that when they do promos, and I said this last week, that they just look into the crowd, whereas Austin didn't. Austin was looking right into the camera. No fucks. No fucks for Stone Cold.
That's a veteran. That's he's been doing that in front of his bathroom mirror for the last 25 years. So it's
you're not going to tell Steve Austin what to do.
Exactly. So yeah, Stone Cold came out. It was pretty cool. I liked it. Because they did the little "give me a hell yeah," and then you looked in the stands and there was nobody there. It was kind of funny. It was kind of cool. It's different, right?
Whoever decided to pan to the empty seats when he said "give me a hell yeah" deserves a raise, because that was fucking hilarious.
That had to have been a Triple H move.
Like if somebody would have inserted like some crickets or something, it would have been even better.
But a lot of people are saying, they're complaining that maybe they should put some crowd noise just to mimic that there is a crowd. But we know there's no crowd, so.
Yeah.
Just leave it like that. It is what it is. We know what to expect. So.
Do you really trust Vince McMahon with the laughing button?
I'll trust Vince McMahon with my life. With my life.
Yeah?
With my life, yeah. We're born on the same day. Eh?
Are you?
Yeah. August 24th,
August 23rd.
23rd?
23rd.
Really?
Hey.
Wow.
Look at us.
Look at this, man.
Look
wow.
at that.
I didn't know that. That's cool, man. That's cool.
Maybe we can mouth kiss later.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Stone Cold, he came out at the end there. They did good ratings on it, what I've seen.
Becky, too. Becky
came out, too, but it's like, Becky, stop it, please. It's too much.
You fine?
I think it is too much, but now it's like...
You're not a Becky fan?
I was a Becky fan, but now that there's no fans in the stands, you don't know if people like it or don't like it now, because you go off the crowd reaction, right? Mm-hmm. You're not gonna take that reaction off people what they say on Twitter or Instagram, right? So you're getting that free publicity of Becky Lynch, like what they did with Roman Reigns and Goldberg on SmackDown, which we'll talk about after. But
yeah.
You're gonna get the pop for Stone Cold either way, but
100%.
Becky Lynch came in for the free pop. I find she came in for the cheap pop with Stone Cold at the end.
Yeah, just
with the whole truck thing and you know.
Yeah, I think because they're trying to build her as the female Austin. Remember that last year?
Yeah,
so
the man.
This might have been
exactly.
their unofficial.
She came in
torch
with the
passing moment
with the
she brought in a cooler.
She brought in the cooler and everything.
And then after the show, they both beat up the Street Profits. Well, not both, but
well, MVP I think of Monday Night Raw had to have been Byron Saxton. Byron Saxton
yeah.
On Monday Night Raw. He was doing the every time Stone Cold would say something, he would say
hold up a sign.
He'd hold up a sign with a 7 or a 5. It was pretty funny. There's a different side of Byron that we haven't seen.
Well, if you watch that FCW
show.
show on the network, apparently he was like the promo guy.
Oh yeah.
Apparently he was like.
I gotta check it out. I'm gonna check it out this week. That's for sure.
It's worth checking out.
I gotta check it out.
All right, so another big thing on Monday. The Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
That bell hit and he came charging out of there.
Not the Undertaker I thought that would come out, like the vintage Undertaker, but he came out as the American Badass, which I know you got excited about.
I think it was more like a hybrid, like him at home /
Well, he didn't have the hat.
No, he had a toque.
He had a toque, and he has short hair, right?
No, he's got long hair.
He's got the long hair. It was tied.
It was in a braided ponytail.
So it's different.
I noticed these.
It's different. It's different. He's trying to change it up at the end of his career. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Keeping the fans on their toes, but it's the Undertaker. You know, like, is he gonna beat AJ Styles? What should happen, and then what as a fan should happen?
Well, you got to think, right? Who really needs a win right now? AJ Styles just came off what? He was gone for 2-3 weeks with an injury.
Yeah.
Undertaker done pretty much everything you can really do. So at this point, it's just him building the business. But
exactly.
Is beating him at Mania that big a thing anymore? I mean, Roman did it. Brock did it.
Once he lost the streak, I think it lost all its aura of the Undertaker at WrestleMania kind of thing. So it's just basically.
And he didn't even show up last year. So
exactly. Plus, he had that crap match against Goldberg at the Super Showdown there.
I mean, he beat Cena in a squash, which is. The fact that you got Cena to agree to a squash match was pretty big.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that at WrestleMania too, because I think the Fiend is going to be beating Cena at WrestleMania. Book it. Yeah. You're here first. But
place your bets along with Kurt Angle. I got a good feeling about No Mercy 2000.
AEW, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't watched this AEW program here, start watching it.
Go check it out.
Go check it out. Matt Hardy, the Exalted One, Free the Delete.
It's like a Millennial Nitro.
We kind of like.
It's Millennial Nitro.
Personally, I knew he was going to be there. I honestly thought he was going to be the Exalted One.
Yeah.
But there was Luke Harper, and the whole thing with Luke Harper was
who?
Luke,
Brody Lee.
Brody Lee. Sorry, wrong federation.
Come on now.
So Brody Lee.
Luke Harper is not all elite.
He's from Rochester, New York. The show was supposed to be in Rochester, New York.
There's nobody elite in Rochester.
So they switched it up to the Jacksonville place where Tony Khan has his stuff going on there. So it was easier for them to do it there. They wanted the guaranteed pop of somebody from the hometown coming, so that it would have been more believable that, hey, Brody Lee's here. Let's get excited about it. Would have got him over instantly, right? Unfortunately, they had to do it in another place. But with what I saw on Twitter, a lot of people were excited to see Brody Lee. He's a good wrestler, under the radar wrestler, and he's going to do well in AEW. That's for sure. 110%.
So do you think having no crowd took away from his?
Big time.
His debut.
Big time, because the whole setup was for him to come out in front of his hometown so he would get that cheap pop.
Yeah.
That guaranteed pop that is like, okay, this guy means something. So for no crowd to be there and just having MJF and everybody in the stands, which that was cool, by the way, took away from his debut.
That's another good thing that AEW did is they actually filled their stands with like their wrestlers.
It was cool, yeah. It was cool. They were betting there, they were betting on matches, Spears and MJF, but it's different. You want to be involved in it, you want to be there, you want to watch it and you want to see what's going to happen, and that's what wrestling's all about. You want to see what's going to happen. You don't want to have to not watch it and say, okay, you know what, I didn't miss anything this week. You know, you want to
it's not TNA.
Exactly. You want to watch it, and
you suck, TNA. You trash.
Yeah, so Matt Hardy, he's going to be the fifth man in the Blood and Guts match, but I know it's canceled now. It's postponed now,
yeah.
Which is the right move, because you don't want to do a match like that with no fans.
What is it? It's a 2-tier cage?
No, it's like War Games.
It's a double cage.
It's a double cage, and it's like exactly like War Games WWE. They come in, and I think every 5 minutes or every 2 minutes, another guy comes in, and once everybody's in the ring, they start the match. Mm-hmm. But WWE's already done it already. Well, obviously WCW, it was a WCW gimmick match, but other than that.
Was it Dusty Rhodes who came up with that?
I am pretty sure it was Dusty Rhodes. That's why Cody Rhodes tried to trademark it, but he couldn't, because I think Vince McMahon was already on the ball on that already. So,
yeah, exactly.
So we got
Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy, he's doing some good things on YouTube.
Showed up with Vanguard 1.
He gets honestly, when he throws out that video, he gets 50, 60,000 views right off the bat. The last one before that had 100,000 views. So the guy's doing something, and you know what? He's got 2-3 years left under his belt to do something in his career, and you know what? He's going out in a blaze of glory. That's for sure, man.
And he said, I think it was on Talk Is Jericho.
Yeah.
Had the management and creation and all that creative been under Triple H, he would have stayed with WWE.
Imagine. Kudos to Triple H again.
Yeah.
Because you know what? He's the new guy in town. Like, nobody wants to be that old school guy like Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon's old school, Triple H is new school. A lot of people like old school. I like the old school style. But the new school of people that don't know the old school about wrestling, they just tend to go to the new school, and new school is Triple H, NXT.
Yep.
And NXT's doing some good things too. So
NXT's doing great things.
Good things.
Not much happening this week.
Not much happening this week. You know, they just did montage videos, which was pretty cool with Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. But you can't get everything you want in life, eh? So they give us a little preview and a little teaser for NXT Takeover. That's another thing. Is NXT Takeover happening? I haven't heard much about it.
I haven't heard nothing. I got my ear to the ground too.
I get excited more for the takeovers.
I don't hear any Buffalo coming.
I get excited more for the takeovers than the actual events, to tell you the truth. I love NXT.
Yeah, the takeover is always solid.
Solid every single time.
Another show that was solid this week, SmackDown.
It's an up and coming
SmackDown. I find is killing Raw every week, even when they had a crowd.
You have to watch SmackDown now. It's like sometimes, you know what, you just watch the highlights on YouTube or something, but now you literally have to watch it now.
Yeah,
I like
great.
I like it.
Kind of bummed no Triple H this week though.
Well, like I said, you can't have everything. You can't have everything in life, but what do you want to do? I'm sure he was back there. I'm sure he was back there in some capacity or something.
100%.
You know.
So not much. Well, for SmackDown a little bit. I mean, we still got the Otis Ziggler Mandy Rose.
I love that storyline.
Saga.
I love that storyline. You have to be behind Otis. It's the big guy, you know. You think he can't get that girl in the end, but the rumor is, what I've heard, is that Sonya Deville was the one that texted Otis to say, show up a little later at the restaurant, which screwed over Mandy Rose, which made Dolph Ziggler come in. So basically, Sonya Deville and Dolph Ziggler are working together, bad guys. And the
classic heel work. Classic.
It's a classic storyline. Like, just me talking about it, they hooked me. They hooked, line, and sinkered me for sure. You know
what I don't get though is, I know it's wrestling and it's it's scripted, I guess, but still, from a common sense standpoint, you're a fat guy with a beard, and you got a date with Mandy Rose, and you just get an obscure random text message saying, "Hey, show up late."
Yeah.
No.
I'll be there 5 minutes early, 10 minutes early.
I'm there an hour early, waiting in the parking lot. I'm sleeping at the restaurant. All right? I'm in the bathroom stall. I'm taking a nap because I'm not missing that.
Mandy Rose.
She's that hot. Yeah. She's that hot.
Piece of ass. That's what
she is a human being, and we will not talk about women like that on this show, goddammit.
Yeah, I didn't say
you want that crap, you go to the other show. Mondays at 9, by the way. Mondays at 9.
Yeah, guys, check out Jofo on Mondays, 9 p.m. Merch, Jofo TV. Check them out.
Mine's in the wash. My 85 Jofo shirts are in the wash. But next week, I will have them.
Then there's SmackDown, and the one match I am salivating over, and I hope it happens, and I'm sure it's going to happen, is the Daniel Bryan versus
Sami Zayn?
Sami Zayn. My boy Sami Zayn from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. That's just going to be... You sit down to that match, and you make sure nobody talks to you, you shut your phone off, and you watch this match.
All right, I want your opinion right now.
Go for it. Shoot.
Dream matchup. Sami Zayn, the Villemard Brawler. Who wins?
Ooh.
Who wins?
Honestly,
straight up singles.
I gotta give it up to Sami Zayn.
Catch
Ken. As much as the Villemard Brawler was a good wrestler back in the day,
is his prime?
And
is he past his prime?
Well, he's a lot past his prime. Villemard Brawler.
Is he washed up?
He's not washed up. He could always come back.
Okay, so there's a possibility of him getting back in the ring.
There's
it's live. Anything can happen.
There's a possibility
Anything
that the
can happen.
Villemard Brawler could come back, especially when we have a guy on Facebook called Danny Malotz that's calling me out. Remember that 20 years ago when you chokeslammed me, powerbombed me, but I still came out with the big win.
We hold grudges here, folks.
We hold grudges here,
We hold grudges.
That first event, what an event. 20 years ago, it was my first event. We did a WrestleMania. It was called the Royal Rumble 2K.
It's a trademark name. You can't use that.
This is the reason why I stopped doing it.
We're gonna get pulled down quick.
The only made-up wrestler was mine, and I stole my gimmick from the Brooklyn Brawler because I was from Villemard.
You also stole his win-loss record.
Hey, Brooklyn Brawler follows me on Twitter. I love that guy. Honestly,
Steve Lombardi.
I was always
Shout
about
out to Steve Lombardi.
I was always about the guys that took losses on Saturday mornings. I used to watch a lot of Saturday mornings. And he was one of the guys that stuck out to me, and I was I was already a Ranger fan in the year 2000, so Brooklyn, it already made sense already, so I always leashed my wagon onto his, and love it. I loved him. That's why I called myself the Villemard Brawler. And we had events. We had 3 events. Our first one was at LaSalle Catholic, the school that we graduated at, and raised some money for the graduating class, which I was in, and... yeah, we had 350 people sitting on the floor in a makeshift ring that I made up in my head that same week, and put it all together with the people that were in the class that same day. And lo and behold, LWF was born. And then 2 events later, we stopped doing it. And
Vince McMahon bought them out.
Well, because I figured if I'm
Vince McMahon on March 29th, the day after he bought WCW.
If I'm going to keep on doing
he bought the LWF and shut it down for good.
If I'm going to keep on doing it, I have to first I have to get people that are serious about it. Secondly, I needed to change. Everyone had to have their own names, because if I wanted to bring it to the next level, I had guys that were called Triple H and The Rock and the Big Show, and like.
Hey Gary, we're going to doing the pay-per-view this Sunday. Who do you want to be?
Royal Rumble 2K with an extra E in the Rumble.
Hey Gary, what's your wrestling name? Oh, I'm going to be The Rock.
Yeah, but
you're a fat white guy. How are you going to be The Rock?
Admit,
I feel like no, man.
The guys, my friends that I had in high school, they were behind me 100%. They did all 3 events. The second one flopped. I was supposed to get the ring from 3 Rivers, and that day there was a big snowstorm.
Yeah.
So they canceled on me that day. So basically, I had to get Bruno Roddy in that blue van. Shout outs to Bruno Roddy, and go to LaSalle Catholic, convince them that I needed the same materials to build the first ring, and bring it to this event to build that ring, so I could put out this event, because people paid to come, like not 100 to 200 people, but we had about 50, 20, about 30, 40 people there. Maybe close to 50, but it was more close friends and everything, but it was a snowstorm. So the potential for it was there, but it didn't happen. So then after that, I gathered myself. I wanted to go out on a bang. I want to do another event, but I need the ring. I got the ring, the third one. I did it back at LaSalle Catholic, charged a bit more. There was more of lights. There was a ramp. There was, commentating and everything. I ended up getting 300 people there. We had fun, and don't ask me if we have this on tape, because these tapes. So who knows where these tapes are? VHS, camcorder.
It's on the WWE Network now.
I wish I could just go downstairs and just watch this right now. But hey,
well,
we'll talk about it another time.
Speaking of wrestlers with 5 moves, how do you feel about this Roman and Goldberg match coming up?
Oh man,
we're getting 10 moves.
For Roman's sake, I really, really hope this match goes more than 10 minutes. Because if it does not go over 10 minutes, I'm not convinced he should be the champion, because obviously we know he's going to win.
Yeah.
Well, my opinion.
100%.
My opinion. So if somebody's going to win a match, especially a title at WrestleMania against a big name like Goldberg, it's got to be believable.
Who do you think has the better spear?
Oh, obviously Roman Reigns. It's not even a question. It's not even a question.
You think Roman has a better spear than Goldberg?
Goldberg never had a good spear, ever.
Really?
I don't like.
I think Goldberg has the best spear.
Maybe because I wasn't a WCW guy and I was just the WWE guy back then. But that spear is like, okay, like
he was the first one doing the spear.
He was the first one doing the spear.
He was the first one doing the spear.
First one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
he's the originator.
Okay, so then Goldberg had the better spear.
I think Goldberg has the best. I was watching on the bump. He said that a lot of people go for just contact when they hit the spear, but he actually aims to shoot through the person.
Okay.
So that's why it looks more devastating.
That's different. I like that. I like
Whereas
that.
like Edge, it kind of looked like a running soft hug.
But he has the look and everything. Like you just wrestle. Fuck, just wrestle more than 5 minutes, please, man.
Well, he's 53.
I know, but
he's 53 and
stay
jacked.
Stay home then.
Yeah. Pretend you got corona, Goldberg.
I don't know.
Stop showing up.
I don't get it. Fuck, I don't get it.
It's nostalgia.
Because then after that, you put him against Roman Reigns, and it takes away from Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
after,
but you got to think though,
like,
it's also WrestleMania.
Yeah, with no crowd.
Yeah, so, but at the time, they didn't know when they booked him. So like, what's going to sell more pay-per-views? The Fiend against Roman Reigns or Roman Reigns versus Bill Goldberg?
CM Punk goes, oh, at least Roman Reigns won't get booed when he beats Goldberg at WrestleMania. Amazing. Shout out to CM Punk, my all-time favorite, man.
Yeah, that guy was the best.
Cult of personality.
So how do you feel about WrestleMania being split up into 2 days?
I like it.
You like it?
Wrestle Kingdom and New Japan Pro Wrestling, they do it that way. But I guess WrestleMania this year, doing it this way is probably the easiest way to do it, to just go from the whole not having more than 50 people in one place kind of thing. Because figure it out, if you do it in one night, it's a 4 or 5 hour show, you're going to have more than 50 people there.
All right, so here, a question for you. Would you rather watch WrestleMania with the 70,000 people that we're supposed to have and possibly get coronavirus, or have to dance like Gronk for the rest of your life?
Oh my God, did you see that? You know what? I don't know if he was nervous or not, but
so
that's Rob Gronkowski.
You want to dance
in a
like
nutshell.
You want to dance like Gronk, and
I'll dance like Gronk.
But you have to dance like him forever.
You know what? No.
All right. So coronavirus. Yeah. That's fair.
So coronavirus. Okay, that's it. We'll get back to that.
Because at least you're getting a WrestleMania out of it.
Yeah, with 70,000 of my best friends there.
Yeah, and you might get sneezed and coughed on, but God damn it, you're getting a show, which is all that matters.
Oh my God. Yeah. So what I wanted to ask you is, who do you think is going to main event the first night?
The first night?
Because basically, whoever main events the first night, it's basically a co-main event to the second night, right?
Yeah.
Is that what I understand? Like,
yeah, that's. I mean,
you're gonna end the show with a title match, right? So, me personally,
I think the first night should be Roman and Goldberg.
Yes.
And Drew McIntyre and Brock.
Yes.
If Brock can cross the border.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Should main event the Sunday night, because he won the Rumble, so he gets the main event.
Well, look, last case, Brock Lesnar. If you can't pass the border, you're in Canada. We're in Canada.
You know what?
I'll face you. WrestleMania. I don't care. WrestleMania. Let's go.
You think you can take the Villamard Brawler?
I think he could. I think he could.
I mean, well, here's an idea. Here's an idea what they could do. What if, because they're doing it 2 nights, so one night could just be SmackDown, the other night could just be Raw.
Ooh. But see, you know what? I heard that they're taping the WrestleMania, like the whole show, right? So basically, when we're going to be watching it, it already have happened already.
Yeah.
but they're trying to reduce the leaks and the little things that happen when you tape stuff. So I guess they're keeping it under the radar, under the cuff there.
Well, as long as Eric Bischoff isn't working for AEW, they got no problem with leaks.
Honestly, I don't know who it is, but there's a lot of rumors that go around, and they always end up coming true. There's a leaker. There's somebody in WWE that says, "Hey, look what we did today. Here's the sheet. Here it is. Post it on Twitter. Post it on your rumor mill. It's disgusting." I want to be surprised.
Yeah,
but basically to the point where it's like I can't be on a phone, I can't go on the internet, I can't look on Twitter, I can't go on Instagram. I gotta literally I gotta lock myself away.
You gotta quarantine yourself.
I gotta quarantine myself.
You gotta quarantine
with no
yourself.
internet, nothing, so that when I watch something, I'm surprised, because nowadays it's like.
So you gotta pretend it's 1993.
Yeah, exactly, the good old days when things mattered. But
the good old days.
Yeah, when the Canadians won the cup.
So Braun Strowman got into a little Twitter beef.
Yeah, with talk about that.
Lance Archer.
I saw that, but I don't know much about it.
Yeah, so supposedly a fan tweeted that Lance Archer is a giant beast and he's what Braun Strowman should have been. And then Strowman commented on that, saying that Lance Archer was just a great value brand.
Wow.
So Lance Archer commented on that, saying that great, yes, value, yes, better, yes, like a whole bunch of other shit.
Really?
And just fucking buried him.
In a real fight, I would not want to fight Braun Strowman. That's for sure.
Well, he's just a power lifter.
But he's a beast.
Yeah.
He is the beast.
Yeah, but did you see when he accidentally kneed Brock Lesnar and Lesnar just got up and dropped him?
Brock Lesnar's face turned red and Braun Strowman's face turned white. I've never seen his face turn white that fast in my life. And then they apologized and everything, you know.
Yeah. And he dropped him.
It happens, but I'd rather get a punch from like a Sami Zayn than a Brock Lesnar or a Braun Strowman.
Yeah, I'd rather get coronavirus than have to dance like Gronk for the rest of my life.
What a dance by Gronk. Holy shit. Wow.
That was fucking awful. Jesus Christ. Just catch the ball. Stop dancing.
So they're saying that there might be they might not put all the matches in this year, which sucks for some guys because I'm sure you get like a nice pay raise or a pay cut.
Yeah, no, apparently that's like the biggest pay-per-view pay of
like you want to be on WrestleMania, right? Like it's
and that's why they got the 2 battle royals, but I don't think they're going to happen anymore.
No. But
as long as that Edge Randy Orton match doesn't get canceled.
See, like a lot of people are talking about that. They're like, why isn't that main event one of the 2 nights? Because it's honestly the build up to that match.
I think WrestleMania should always end in a title match. Always.
100%.
So if you're doing it 2 days, both days need to end with a title.
You heard it here first. It has to be that because the champion, being a champion is something that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not everybody could be a champion, right? So
the champ needs to walk out last. It needs to be the last match on the card. No more of this last year with Rollins and fucking Lesnar starting the pay-per-view off. No, that was stupid.
What was the main event? Okay, because the main event last year was the women's, right?
Yeah, it was the broads.
It was the brads, but no, it was a good match.
They wound those dames up and they let them go.
They botched the ending there. That's my opinion, but. Ooh.
We're live. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen here.
Off the top rope. The
WrestleMania 1
VHS with the body splash to the ashtray. That ashtray has a family. Jesus Christ. It's a bloodbath.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, no. The fucking pay-per-view needs to end with a title match.
Yeah. It's out of respect to the title, I find.
And again, that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Honestly, for me, it's respect for the WWE title, it's respect for the WWE, and it's respect for the business too.
And not the Universal title.
Not the Universal title. No, the WWE Championship belt, the title, the belt, the only one that matters.
Exactly.
Not the one on like they have on AEW. Anyways. Okay, so predictions for this week.
What do you think?
I'm thinking this week it's going to be they're going to push the Edge and Randy Orton saga on Monday Night Raw. That's for sure.
Think Orton's going to get his hands on Edge?
Well, you know what?
Or is he going to do the cowardly heel thing?
They're going to do the cowardly heel thing because they want to milk you. They want to soak you in. They want you to come and watch WrestleMania. Because if they fight on Monday Night Raw, it's like, okay, I saw this already.
Yeah.
Why am I going to watch WrestleMania? So you You got to give them something to watch, right?
Kevin Owens and
Seth Rollins. That's going to be another good match. Like, honestly, like I could compare that match to the Daniel Bryan and the Sami Zayn match. Two good wrestlers. And another thing, I noticed there's a lot of single matches this year.
Mm-hmm.
That was even.
Well, they haven't really had a chance to establish anything.
But yeah, but that's the thing. But a lot of people are saying like, oh, because of the coronavirus, you can't have like these tag matches and you can't have like these 6-man tags. But this was already set in stone already.
Yeah,
these matches, right? They're just, But
well, it'll balance it out. WrestleMania 16, it was all gimmick matches.
It's gonna be a lot of show-stealing matches. I'm telling you right now. Watch WrestleMania this year, man. I'm telling you right now. I feel it in my bones. There's going to be some good wrestling matches at WrestleMania. And if some of you guys like wrestling matches, everyone likes to be entertained. But wrestling matches that are going to steal the show, matches like the Kevin Owens and the Seth Rollins.
There's been good matches on TV too.
That's what I'm saying. But WrestleMania, if there was any time to have a show-stealing match with what's going on in this world right now, these matches have to hit.
No,
they have to hit.
Absolutely.
They have to hit. There's no choice.
100%.
AEW, for the Wednesday coming up, we'll probably see a little bit more of the Exalted One, and Brody Lee will probably be in action, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But,
the Champion.
The
the former Champion.
Yeah, the former Champion. I'm sad about that.
Yeah,
Love Chris Jericho.
They're still not letting John Moxley in the arena. Because Renee gave him Corona. That's why.
Don't say that. Don't say that. I love Renee.
Renee Young. She probably gave him Corona.
Good Canadian.
She gave him the Rona. Yeah, she lives in Vegas now. Trader.
Yeah, she traded over, right? Brock Lesnar, no one would ever have thought he'd be he's a
hunter. He's a hunter.
He's hunting you down right now for that comment.
No, he's going after the Brooklyn Brawler, not me. No. I'm just an advocate.
Brock. I'm waiting for you, Brock.
All right.
Yeah, and SmackDown, I guess we'll probably see a little bit more fallout with the there's a match, Nakamura versus Drew Gulak.
Yeah.
Winner, and if Gulak wins, he gets the shot with Daniel Bryan. That's gonna happen.
Daniel Bryan gets the title shot.
We're getting all the matches we want, but in the circumstances, you know what? I'll take it. I don't care, because I love watching wrestling matches. I like to be entertained, but I love wrestling matches, and these guys are gonna blow the roof.
And you don't watch AEW.
Whatever roof there is gonna be there. So. Other than that,
that's it for this week.
That's it for this week. So tune in, subscribe, like.
Yeah, like, share, and subscribe to not only Jofo in the Ring, but the
Jofo
podcast as well.
Jofo podcast. Go to YouTube, subscribe, hit that bell.
Yeah, the little bell. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram.
Thanks to the Jofo boys for coming in. Well, this is their house, so.
Yeah, we invaded. It's an invasion. Back out.
Bruno in the background there. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.
See you guys next week. That's it. All right. Maybe you can finish your magazine by next week.
Hopefully.
All right, later.